Awesome. Oh, we got a named. Let's go. Big burn. Yo, what's up, creeping? How you doing, man? Dude, this SK is actually like out DPSing me sometimes. This is kind of insane. I was really proud. I was over here cranking out random like 2.5 million DPS, and this SK's just completely blowing me away. Although I don't know. Where my alternate advancement window is. Where's my loot window? Just grinding that Vexar hot zone? Hell yeah, man. Think it'll get me to 65-ish? Oh yeah, you'll be solid there. Vexar is the place to be, and with it being a hot zone, man, it is good. Hey, what's up elsewhere? Morning, evening, whatever time it is. Yep. I'm guessing it's a restless insomnia time for you. Kinda. You know, there we go. I was gonna say, not even seeing any loot drop. Oh, it's like auto going. Let me see here. Aimed is he didn't even drop anything. Oh, wrist armor. David and bought Laurion's song. I now have 3 new alternate personas in SK, Zerker, and Rogue. Hell yeah. Nice. Just be really careful with it, dude. That's all I can really say, is be careful with it, because there's clearly still some glitches. The last 2 days in a row, I'm guessing due to rollbacks or whatever issues they've got going on, I am logging in. I log out for the day as a rogue, and I'll log in for the day as a beast lord again for some reason. And there's very clearly some glitches. You might know the answer to this. This is Shara Snake Illusion. What is the value of it? 22, 25, and 6 right now. Nothing serious. That's cool, though. I really think it's going to be perfect for guys like us, to be honest, elsewhere. As altaholics that literally just rinse and recycle shit over and over again, I think it's going to be perfect. Hey, what's up, Soap? I'm a dork for collecting. 3 alternate personas with the base version, which is more than I need. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Soap? Doing persona grinding on the road creeping. We're just doing some grinding here in Laurion's song. This is Paul Omen. It's one of the new zones. This dude that invited me is one of the guys that watches my YouTube videos. So he ended up hitting me up and letting me join. He said that he has a really, really solid group here. To give you some perspective, like his SK is out damaging me sometimes. Really, really good. Made the SK an Ultra Percenter for Paladin so they can share gear. Made the Zerker and Rogue. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, that's smart elsewhere. Like I said, it's going to be perfect for guys like us. The amount of time that we spend on alts, it's really, really worthwhile. Talking about the better TTV emote that popped up. Hey, elsewhere, 3 stream streak. And I use better TTV, so I don't know if something on my screen is showing up. That's probably why, but I do use better TTV. I know it's kind of hard to see with like all the graphics and stuff going on, but yeah, we're having a really good time killing here. I wanted to test out my new dagger that I got. And my DPS right now is averaging like over 1 million, like 1.5, 1.7. I hit 2 million so several times earlier. It was really nice. I'm really, really happy with the damage increase here. Oh, I just hit 3.6 million there. I think I got some pretty good backstabs. Yeah, boy. No, I'm really... Honestly, I just really wanted to delve into the new content so bad that I'm just really happy to have somebody invite me to let me join their group. What emote is that? Goat emote? Yeah. I was really happy to have someone just randomly on my YouTube videos like, hey, you should come join me sometime. Like, yes. Yes, please. Oh, I just got a 6 million backstab there. Nice. Yeah. This is nice. And we're getting 2 AAs per kill here. Two big fat AAs per kill. Too close to the new... Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, creeping, I've been capped now. I've been capped since last Thursday, the day after the expansion. So the only reason I'm even getting AAs right now is because I'm using these glyphs. The expendable AAs that with the 10-minute cooldown. They cost 45 per, give or take. Beautiful buttholes. Oh my god, thank you. I've never had my butthole complimented before. Thank you. How you doing, Pixel? Two AA kill. I wish I was getting that. Well, whenever you're fighting content that's level 125, I would hope at this point it's pretty close. Which is funny because it's basically like leveling to 51 twice. Know what I mean, Vern? Let me have a quick favor and Alt G and see what level the rogue is now. Rogue. 121. Oven top is 121. Pixel, have you been going through rollbacks and stuff like I have recently? I feel like the last couple of days that I've been signing in, I'll do like 1 or 2 things and then sign out, and then my character feels, yeah, rolled back. That's what I thought. Like, it really pissed me off because the last 2 days, whenever I bought this dagger, I'll occasionally switch, like, I'll log back in and the dagger is unequipped and just sitting in my inventory. It's actually really frustrating. I'm only dumping 20% through the decent AAs. Not sure if I'll stop at 60 or 65 for a while. If you're playing free-to-play creeping, it's probably best to get to 65 and then stop there. Yeah, right there, 2.4 million. Let's go. Bobby's Army had 1 million plat and then rolled back to 100k. Yeah, dude. I had almost 5 million platinum because I sold one of my chrono and I bought this dagger. I bought the stuff to make this dagger, and I got rolled back. Guess what I didn't have? I didn't have my platinum and I didn't have my chrono. And honestly, I kind of feel like it's a lost cause to even say something. It's actually really frustrating. Because like I said, I really just don't think I'm going to get anywhere if I complain. Yeah, it is bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. I was honestly really pissed. Find a hunting ground you like and hold there. Well, mobs are dark blue, so 67 is, and Bastion of Thunder is a sweet spot for my people. Oh yeah, for like AA grinding and stuff. Yeah. I really can't wait to get another dagger. Like, this one's really pretty good, but it's still 40 damage less than one of the others. What level did you get your Beast Lord to so far? Up to 65 so far. This weekend gonna be grind time. How exactly does the auto AA thing work when you're subbed? So if you have the auto grant AAs active, and you click the auto grant enable, you'll automatically, whenever you zone or level next, it will give you all available AAs up to level 115. So basically, if you're level 75 and you have that checked, next time you level or zone, you're going to get all AAs up to level 75. Ooh, we got it named. Gives you everything up to your level, more or less. Yeah, including all of the available. Joining raid real fast to get it credit for named. Nice. So there's another named here. It looks like names are super plentiful here. But the auto grant stuff is super easy. So my LS group gear is a lost R is almost ready. Dude, that's awesome, Pixel. I've been considering like trying to figure out what I want to do. Part of me really wants to just go balls deep and just buy a whole bunch of sets of gear from people so I can get like max gear and stuff. But the other part of me really wants to just go through this progression and get the gear from doing the content. Because like I'm at this point, I'm wearing gear from 2 and 3 expansions ago. Although be aware that you also get the crap for Bandolier and Bind Wounds, so it'll blow your 1,000 allowance wide open. Yep. Yep. When does it go over 100? Don't worry about it creeping. Honestly, Elsewhere's probably the best person to ask for that, so I'm glad he's in chat. I really don't know what to say about that. Because I so rarely play with the free-to-play stuff, I don't know what to think. I don't know how to answer that. Oh. Oh, shit. This might be bad. Auto grant. Yeah, it's up to 115 now. Nines. It's for sure up to 115 now. Well then. So at 70 or so, you'll have 6,000 out of 1,000. You get everything and keep it. You cannot gain more A unless you start resubscribing again. Yep. Yeah, once you have over... Ooh, that doesn't look good. Once you have the over 1,000, you can't gain any more for sure. Thought they said 100. Oh, I got you, Nines. Don't worry about it. Can't wait to push out the new gear on those guys and see what they stats at. Exactly, Pixel. That's my thing, is I really, really can't wait to see how good the DPS and everything is going to end up getting. I'm really, really excited. Because, like I said, I've been putting out anywhere from like 1 to 2 million DPS here on these guys, and I'm just barely using like the tier 2 group stuff for weapons. Heard some rogues get quite the jump in DPS, not sure. Yeah, it's very true, Nines. Beforehand, I was doing probably like maybe 700 to a million DPS when I was going full out burn, and now it's really common to be that. And like I said, I'm only just using barely like the tier 1 raid stuff. Not tier 1 raid stuff, I'm sorry, tier 1 group stuff. Like I'm doing 2.7 million right here. Is hitting the hardest of everyone. Maybe V-Sword's got a pretty good upgrade too then. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing really insane damage now, and I really just can't wait to get my hands on like the first tier of raid stuff, because I'm pretty sure like the damage daggers for the first tier raid stuff for rogues is 549 damage or 550 damage, and right now I'm using 443. Thank goodness for Bard AoE. No joke. This dude just took like 8 enemies at once. Power Glyph. I'm just fucking loving this content. Is he 4 boxing or 3? I can't tell. 5. He's 5 boxing. Good old 5-0 boxing. Way above my skill level. My SK one hand was aged and damage was 449. New sword, not aged, is 540-ish. Og, not aged. All them frogs. Yeah, the dude loves frogs. And honestly, his guild name is super fitting. Clown Squad. Y'all have the best guild names, honestly. Yeah, Pixel, once you get like the revered stuff, I'm pretty sure that is the one-hander for SKs and Shadow Knights. And that one I think was like a ratio of like 28 or 29. So your DPS should be a substantial jump. A guild name on Lucklin or Trunair, I can't remember which, is I can't stop making cults. I've never seen such a truly accurate guild name. Rank 2 spells. Oh, already all the rank 2 spells? Dude, I haven't bought my rank 2 stuff yet. I didn't even think about that. I figured it was going to be too expensive to do that. Oh, okay, that's not near as bad as I thought. Hey, what's up, Elemental? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're getting your grind on. I see people are in guild are all getting their grind on as well. I'm doing really good, man. I finally have a chance to sit down and game after having a pretty decent work day. A one-time purchase in Daybreak Story that's lets use free to play rank 2 spells. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if that would count for personas now elsewhere. I didn't think about that. That's a really good thing. That's a really good thing to think about. I wonder if that's if it unlocks it for the character and that counts for personas. Another group Friday night? I mean, if people are down, I'm down to do Friday night. I don't think I have any plans. More Laurion song stuff. I think, yeah. I mean, I'm down. I don't have any plans. The only time I for sure have to say that I can't do stuff is next Friday. Not this Friday, but next. I'm going on a date. But other than that, like this Friday, I'm down. Hot date with Satan. It's me, myself, and Satan. Hail Satan. I mean, what? Is it Santa? Nope, Satan. Stan. Better not. I'm booked going to Staten Island with some friends. Okay. I mean, I'm down to do Friday. If you want to post in Discord, Pixel, and see if Ominous and because if honestly, if we have me, you, and Ominous, we should be good. But it'd be cool if we got what was the other guy's name? I can't remember. Was it was it Oso Sober? I can't remember who else it was. But if we can get the group back, I'm cool. If not, if just me, you, and Ominous, I'm also down. I always thought that, like, why, you know what they call threesomes threesomes and foursomes foursomes. I figured that's why they called you handsome. It's true. Foursomes. I'm so handsome. My mama calls me handsome. I'm so excited though because next Friday literally starts off my 10 days of vacation, give or take. And I literally can't wait. It's gonna be so much EverQuest. Perhaps that's why the band Hanson was named the way it was. Yeah. You got someone plugging your Twitch and group chat. Yeah, it's the guy. He follows me on YouTube, and that's where he invited me. He invited me from YouTube, and he was just asking if I always ask before I stream if I'm in a group of people, like, hey, are you cool with me streaming? I don't want to stream if you're doing something that might get you banned, something like that. Yeah. 18, 19, yeah, just ding 78 and wondering where a good spot would be. Just grind out Rimples. I mean, honestly, Factious, I normally hit Valdhome around that. Valdhome, I really, really like that area for that level range. But otherwise, I would recommend going to like Fort Mechanus, Fort Mechanitus, whatever. Fortress Mechanitus, I think is what it is, from the Secrets of Fadewar expansion. That's normally a really good spot. It's almost always a hot zone for level 80. But Valdhome, I really like. Yeah. Because it's usually plentiful and nobody goes there. But yeah, the only reason he knew about Twitch is because, like I said, I asked if he was okay with me streaming before I did. I don't want to be the guy that like starts streaming and then someone's using EverQuest and they're just like banned. No, thank you. How many viewers? Gotcha. I think a lot of people on YouTube are typically curious because I started on YouTube before I started on Twitch. So Twitch was like an afterthought for me. Or Frost Crypt if you want to die very quickly, pulling 3 to 4 at a time. Yeah, very, very quickly. That's a good question, actually. Hey, there you are. What's up, Joey? Dude, thanks again for the invite, man. I see dead people. Yeah, he was trying to get me to say the Twitch name. I didn't even think about it. I bet Joey's favorite race is Froglock. I think so too. We were all commenting on your race choice here, and I was mostly commenting on your guild name, which I admire. I changed the race I use daily. Oh, for the empowered campfire? Is that it? Oh shit, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. I got you. Let me do the rogue thing. I got you. Rogue. I'm super effective. Thank you. I did something. Well, now I'm embarrassed. On live TV. No, it's okay. You saw how embarrassed I was earlier, man. I was too embarrassed to ask even how to get here. Your rogue services cost 1 chrono plus tip. We do love us a... Oh, shit. We do love us a good tip. I am so sorry if I pulled that. I'm almost entirely certain that was me. My bad, dude. Or by which I mean you was in the stream chatting while it happened. Yeah. My bad, dude. Like I said, I'm almost entirely certain that was my dumbass backing up too far. Put the feelers out for Friday night in Discord. Okay, Pixel. Like I said, I'm definitely down. I think it would be fun if we got the group back together, especially if we're all like more equipped and we want to try the Lich again. Had to close it. I get far distracted far too easily. No worries. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, wait a second, I'm talking and he's not listening. Whoops. Not sure what I want to grind. Well, you've got options. Love that illusion too, by the way. Take me back to those Butcher Block Mountain days. Oh, what the hell? I don't even think I'm that far back, but these guys have a massive aggro range. Grind coffee, there you go. Might go a little bit better now. My guys are 125 and beefier and hit harder now. I made a Necro to solo level. Here, let me invis so I don't pull stupid shit more. I just need the spells on my enchanter and mage. Well, now that you've talked about the rank 2 stuff, I didn't even think that they were going to be for sale for a decent price yet, but I need to get my rank 2 abilities. I didn't even stop to look what that guy dropped. Let me see here. Ooh. Speaking of rank 2, there's a lesser rune. Gallant Focus of Heroism. We're getting trade skill stuff here to drop for the group stuff. Very nice. The only thing I would 100% ask for is the, like a Gallant Focus of Power, I think is what it is, that you use to make the rogue daggers, the rogue weapons. Because I really need to make another dagger. Alright, Pixel, have a good one, man. I responded in Discord saying I'll be available, so if Ominous is too, which I can't imagine why he wouldn't be, we'll be able to hit it Friday. Is Seraw easier to get the dwarf flags, or should I be a rogue? Thinking of trying to do some of those awesome mounts. I mean, honestly, just being a rogue with lockpick is easy. It's easy enough. Or if you have a bard, or even just a rogue that can like take you through there. I don't think it's too hard to get those keys though, because the key is the one you go downstairs and you kill those guards and you make the key, like the ring for yourself or the bracelet. Yeah, bards can lockpick. Pretty sure. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Good old bardy boys. Might have to get some levels on my bard and have a try at it. It's super easy, dude. Literally just grab a lockpick, go click on the rotating book in Plane of Tranquility. Done. Gotta remember, you need either Bane weapons or excessive amounts of spell damage, and he resists a lot of stuff. If you get Bane weapons, though, you're good. Yeah, Seraw, you need Bane weapons. You hit 8 million DPS there for a second. Some really lucky backstabs. Never done Seraw. Oh, yeah. So he requires Bane weapons unless you have like a high level character doing lots of spell damage. I still need one more group weapon. Can't find the Gallant Essence of Power. think it is. Multitasking, talking, typing. Gonna lay down, give sleeping another shot. We'll keep the audio and just soothing tones to serenade me to sleep. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the lurk, man. People are stingy with those ones, yeah. Yeah, have a good night elsewhere. I hope you get some sleep, man. Would 100 heroic rogue be able to do it? Yeah, 100 heroic rogue would have no problem whatsoever. How far did you get on the alternate persona? My Beast Lord is 65. I haven't played it all the last 2 nights, aside from, like, picking up, like, 1 extra weapon. So I haven't really done any leveling or anything the last couple of days. I finally got my car back after I was rear-ended 2 months ago. So I've pretty much just been getting home, sitting down, pulling up Twitch, and lurking and sleeping. But, yeah. But the next couple of nights, just need 1 more. Next couple of nights are gonna be some EverQuest gaming time. I'm gonna start, like, winding up to my like, my stream schedule that I'm planning on doing while I'm on vacation. I'm probably gonna be streaming, like, 8 hours a day while I'm on vacation. I'm really gonna try to hit it like a full-time job. I figured I'd have some fun with it, just in time for the expansion and all that good stuff. But I figured I'd have some fun with it. It's the longest period of time. We get one to drop. It's been like the longest period of time that I've had off work since I started working. Period, like 13 years ago. Give me an opportunity to try and ninja some EXP from you. Hell yeah, creeping. Why is it saying I have a character logged in already? Did you get booted from the game or something? Because if you got booted from the game and you're trying to sign back in, that's probably why. Haven't logged into that character in 3 to 5 days. Well, Elemental, I got some bad news for you, man. You might very well have someone hacked into your account. I really hope that's not the case. Unless you're accidentally trying to sign into an account that you have signed in without realizing it. Because I've done that before. Double checked my notepad. I've done that before where, like, whenever I signed in, I forgot, like, I accidentally put, like, the wrong username in twice, and I was like, who the fuck is on my account? It was me. Yeah, this dude has a super solid group set up for this. I would not be able to box effectively 3 characters, let alone 5. See? It's really nice. Like I said, I found this guy through YouTube, so it's been really cool that we've been able to hook up finally on this game, get some really fucking good EXP. I mean, I'm pretty much already maxed, so I'm doing this because it's fun and we can hopefully get some cool loot to drop because these group bosses that we're killing can drop the essence that I need to make the next tier weapon. That'd be really nice. Get us another really good weapon and up the DPS even more. We might finally put out the DPS of a Necro. When does tier gear start? And is there an NPC that it runs through? The tier gear, it's based off the different zones. Like, even though the zones aren't locked behind anything, there's different tier zones, and, like, Paloman is one of the tier 2 zones. Like, Laurion's Inn and stuff like that, those are tier 1 zones. And, like, the gear can drop from random not the gear, but the items needed to craft the gear can drop from bosses in those zones. So each of the different zones, like, I think there's only 2 tiers. So, like, the tier 2 group stuff is, like, the best you'll get for non-missions. Giving me some PTSD, he asked if I've done the missions yet, and I was like, "Yeah, we beat one mission. The other mission beat us repeatedly." Yeah, we got our fucking, uh, shit pushed in on that repeatedly. Got him logged in, not sure if it was a bug or not, but I may Yeah, I would definitely do that, dude. Reset those passwords. And I'm burning through my rope poison as fast as I can produce it. Incoming several. What is your impression of the new expansion so far? Honestly, Jog, this is the best experience I've had in EverQuest in a very long time when it comes to, like, new content. Because beforehand, with, like, Terror of Lucklin and Laurion Song not Terror of Lucklin and Night of Shadows, I thought they were cool, they were alright. But beforehand, like, what am I thinking here? Like, Claws of Vishan, horrible. Horrible experience. Mega overtuned. Way too overtuned. I didn't like the environment, I didn't like the redone stuff. I was honestly mentally over the redone stuff by the time we made it to, like, Valius, because, like, the repeated Kunark and then the repeated Valius stuff and things like that, I just thought it was too much. But Lucklin I actually really enjoyed. Really good content, but like the Laurion song, I'm fucking loving. I like the way that things look. I think they've actually put a lot of effort into. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. The personas and stuff like that, they're all broken, but the expansion itself, I'm very happy with. Oh, nice. Little 7 million backstab. I'm curious to see some of the new zones as we get deeper in as well. Hopefully, grouping up with this guy will be kind of a more regular thing because this is nice. How many A's do you need to max out? Just been buying the glyphs and burning and over. Hmm. It's nice to find people who are still trying to play the active end game stuff. That was my biggest thing is I love old school content. I love to do alts and like leveling stuff like that. But man, playing old school stuff over and over again is kind of repetitive. So is a new expansion based on an old expansion again, or is it all new stuff? It's a I want to say it's a little bit of both. So it's still technically a planar expansion. So it's still technically in order of the route they were going, like Hunark, Valius, Luckland, Plains. So this is still a planar expansion, but these are all new zones. There are like one or two zones that are loosely based off of old school zones, but they're not the same zones. Like there's one that's like a redone Crescent Reach and Blightfire Moor, but it's still a whole new expansion. These are all like 6 or 7 new zones, but it's loosely based off of like Planes of Power because we're revisiting like points in EverQuest history through the planes. You start basically in what is meant to be like a Norathian's afterlife, and you revisit like their greatest hits. Decided to stay on Mischief till the end time, so I'm excited to play House of Thule. Oh hell yeah! Well, it's cool you're having fun on Mischief. I'm interested in Mischief as well. I just haven't been able to tear myself away from FE long enough to stick around on Mischief. Took a long break, just came back to Mischief. Yeah, dude, your name looks really familiar, David. I remember your name, I want to say, from real earlier this year, I think. So I remember seeing you around. Yeah. I'm glad you're coming back, though, man. EverQuest, hell yeah. Thanks for still following. But yeah, all in all, I fucking love this new expansion. A lot of stuff I've been really, really happy with. It's also really interesting that alternate personas are rolling out to all servers, not just live servers. So that means on TLPs you'll have alternate personas as well. Doing work, just gifted a tier 1 sub to David. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gifted sub, dude. Turns out you do more than follow now. Well, thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. I don't really expect anything out of this streaming thing, but it's really nice to have the extra income. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Played an FE a lot in the past. I think we grouped up. My tunes are Oxo and Ozo. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we've grouped up before. Man, this dude, I want to say I probably saw you. Did you find me through YouTube then? How often do you use your 2.0 Epic? As often as it's available. I feel like it must have been nope on here, Twitch. Okay, so it had to have been earlier this year then. Oh, look at that. 4 million, 7.8 million, 7.8 million. Bruh. That's like, I'm not good at math, but that's a lot of millions, all from one single backstab. I think so. Do you have tunes on Mischief at all? Oh yeah, I definitely have tunes on Mischief. I played on Mischief April to May of last year. I played just until Omens of War dropped, and then I ended up quitting. And the ornament looks cool. Yeah, I started in April of last year, and I stuck around until uh, I honestly really think I played a little bit until July, because I remember there was an EXP bonus for July, and then after that I was like, I'm going back to FE. I took a little bit of EverQuest hiatus and just played off and on, just did a couple videos here and there on YouTube. I think I left just after Luckland, went to Oakland, got bored, still played here once a week. Now winter's here and starting my tunes up on Mischief. Yep. There's a lot of people that come back to EverQuest around this time of year, I've noticed. Not just for the expansion, but for the kind of the nostalgia, because it's cold. A lot of people come in. Lots of like to play video games during this time of year. So Mischief just dropped what? Underfoot? So you guys are going to be jumping up to level 90 in 2 months. House of Thule. One of my favorite expansions, if not my favorite expansion of all time. My guild on Mischief has a good chunk of people that run my guilds on FE from way back. Knights of Infinity, Symphony of Arms, and Prosperities. Knights of Infinity, I think I still see them around here too. Bellini the Shaman, hell yeah. Been looking forward to House of Thule, Vila Valaris. They're so underrated, man. So underrated. Honestly, that kind of makes me want to come back to Mischief just so I can experience House of Thule for the first time. Like, as a expansion. Instead of just revisiting it years later. But with how overgeared rogues are... Oh, that's a lot of enemies. With how overgeared rogues are and DPS classes are now at 125, I really think people are going to be able to start soloing like some of the 105 raids. Didn't play Asathul the first time around, just visited a lot of the subsequent years. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Oh, here. He's over here. Those dang bushes. Can I get to him from over here? Okay. Corpse. Rag. I'm useful. Look at me. Yeah, man, that makes me want to get back into Mischief now too. But I'm so set on Fear and V now, especially with the Persona system. It's an underfoot right now and just came out, but Seeds has been really fun too. My acronyms are all wrong for modern EverQuest. I thought HOT was Halls of Testing. Old school jog for sure. Old school for sure, man. It's a big girl named. Burn it. Burn it all. First time running underfoot, even the trash slaps you around. Yeah, doing work. I rant about it and stream a lot about how much I really dislike underfoot. Just the sheer overtunedness of it. FE is great if you like boxing, but finding groups for that aren't six boxing is tough sometimes. That's exactly right, man. I got lucky that this guy saw my stuff on YouTube and just invited me and said I'm welcome to join him anytime. But otherwise, normally it's really hard to find groups. And I guess unless maybe you're in a guild. But I'm not in a guild aside from like my own little guild here, and it's just people from stream and stuff like that. Everyone's all separate levels and things like that. Seem to get groups right away on my Shaman on Mischief, but rarely get SK groups. I seem to remember that tanks had a specifically hard time getting groups on Mischief because they're expected to be like the best of the best. Guild fits me into groups pretty regularly. That's cool. Honestly, I know a lot of people like to complain and say that one server is better than the other and all that good stuff, but I'm just happy to see like still really active servers, like Mischief being super active, Oak One being super active. They all have their positives, yeah. I've had a really good time every time I played on Oakland. I have like 3 level 60s now on Oakland. Bruh. So the Berserker has done 155 million. SK's done 130 million. I've done 130 million, and this boss is only at 39%. This chick is tanky. You have no alts on at the minute? No. No. Just this one rogue. Jesus. Wasn't gonna log back in tonight, but now I'm jonesing. Do it. Get the EverQuest. On weekdays, I like to keep it really short, sweet. I'll get like, you know, maybe 2.5 hours of streaming and EverQuesting in. If I dig too deep in, I'm just gonna call into work. I just literally have 7 days left before my big 10-day vacation. So we've done almost 800 million damage to this boss, and it's still at 14%. You got your parcel. Yep. This is actually insane. I don't think I've ever fought a boss with this much HP. Damn near 8. This is insane. Almost 1 billion damage. I'll just say it. Open PO Fire has Archmage. Oh, shit. I didn't realize all those targets were up. That's nice. Hey, look, they got their Hunter achievement. Look at what dropped. Oh, we got an Essence of Power. We got a rank 2. We got a chest. Wow. I'm not working right now, and it's been winter, spending a lot of time on EverQuest. I'm actually looking for a side game, but I keep coming back to EverQuest. Hell yeah. No Man's Sky is really fun now that it's been, like, almost entirely overhauled over the last 6 or 7 years. Look out for the birds elemental because they will charm you and they will mess you up. So that Essence of Power is used to make those two-handers, and I think the one-handers for tanks. And we move on to another zone, get that 46 slot. Ooh, nice. We got some really good stuff from that. Yeah, the Phoenixes, they will still charm you. Servers are way better IMO network connection wise and graphics. Everything has been running wonderfully for me. Remember the old lag problems and like server lag? Yeah. Yeah, the server lag is still a very real thing on FV, unfortunately. I think it's because it's such an old server at this point. I'm also on a fast fiber connection now the last few months. Oh, you're so lucky, man. I wish I had that. How do you keep track with all that inventory space with 46 lot? Oh, no, dude. It's not bad. It's really not bad for me at all. Because I keep everything kind of inventoried in my mind and in my slots here of like importance. Like the first 5 bags are basically just junk I can do with whatever. And then I've got my food bag and then I've got my 3 illusions bag. It's like, it's all about how you mentally keep track of it. Moors of Knock. Okay. I got stuck for like 20 minutes last week trying to spam my Exodus AA and was mostly missed on casting before getting hit again. 200 megabytes down and up. That's really good, dude. Because I mean, I have a gigabit down, but my upload is like maybe 60 if I'm lucky, which for streaming, you really want more than that. Especially if you're trying to like dual stream to like YouTube and Twitch. But unfortunately, I just get to suffer through it. Door 9? Okay. On to a new zone to show you guys. The rich people's building, expensive, but I got in on one of only 3 units that are income based. Lucked out that doesn't happen. That's awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome. What's decent stream up? Like for me, I mean, I have like 60 megabit, or 60 megabyte, big megabit, whatever you want to call it, upload, and I really don't think that's good enough for streaming. I forgot they added that to the game. You're a programmer or something, right? No. I considered getting into programming, so you might have heard me talking about it at some point, David. But no. I worked from home for quite a while though, for my job though. Flexing with a dragon illusion. But I did do some work from home for quite a while during the pandemic. Show the Mask of Tinkering. Good old Mask of Tinkering. It was funny because every single rollback elemental, I actually kept checking my inventory to make sure that I still. Yeah, it's like WoW's shard system. Yep. So these guys in general seem higher level. I mean, we got whites, we got yellows. So I'm curious to see what kind of named we're going to get here. So if I was in a separate and invite you, does it go to the same group or prompt to join? So basically, if you were in a different pick zone of me and you invited me, I would have to pick over to you. Now, if we're all in the same zone and you want to pick over as a group, the leader can change everyone instantly as a group to a different pick zone. So like on TLPs, Velks, for instance, when people were doing a whole bunch of power leveling, Velks constantly had like 35 different pick zones. So whenever you joined, you would typically join either the instance that everybody is in your group is in, or you would join the basic version of the zone and you would have to pick over. Oh yeah, dude, it was insane. And what was it? In Split Paw, back in May of last year, Split Paw had 180 different picks. Mini, yep. The tiny boy. I'm serious, dude. 180 different picks of Split Paw. It was fucking insane. Because everybody was grinding. Whereas a lot of other zones used to getting in one way. I don't know. I like it. Because especially in zones that people are trying to get like EXP. Yeah. Otherwise, you're literally just like stomping all over each other trying to get to the best EXP. It's honestly really cool, though. Jesus, how tiny am I? He got me like triple minied here. I'm just a small boy. Back in Pop era, I'm thinking relating to there were 15 different 1 to 10 zones, 15 different 20 to, yeah. Back in the day, I mean, that's what EverQuest is known for. That's why I've been saying for the longest time, I really wish that they would do an expansion. It's like a 1 to 100 expansion with some in-game stuff in it, kind of like the Serpent Spine was. There needs to be some new ways to level for low-level characters. We're also accustomed to going to like Crescent Reach, Guck, Lightfire Moors, Crushbone, Kern's Tower. We'll go adventuring here while we're waiting. He's putting his son to bed, so we're gonna zoom around a little bit. But we're also accustomed to leveling the same ways over and over again. It'd be really cool if they added some new content for the low level experience. Not the same from what you make it sound like. Well, no. I'm just talking about like Mike. Ooh, that looks like a named. Velks was of that era, at least 5 to 7 other zones, yeah. Like I said, don't get me wrong, it's nice that there's other zones, but we've all leveled them like in those places before. It'd be cool if they offered like different leveling experiences as part of a new expansion sometime. Hmm. But we got somebody, oh, we got a group up here in Valhalla. Any named boys? No named boys. Pretty sure this guy out here, right there, is a named though. This guy's, I think, working on like the hunter achievements for all the different zones. So it means basically killing all this like specific named bosses. It's funny. New graphics, 2002 graphics. Ooh, I see somebody's traveling. No Excalibur at the bottom of the lake. I always check random stuff like that. You know what's up, Elemental. I will say, I feel like I would really enjoy this zone a little bit more if there was more stuff, but this is a surprisingly empty zone here. Oh, here we go. We got a quest for us. That'll be some EXP. This has been a pretty big zone, but like I said, it's surprisingly empty because it cuts off right here. This has been nice, though. I'm definitely going to hit this guy up some more. Get us some extra in-game content, and who knows, maybe actually get us some good loot. Fucking... Well, I feel bad for anybody who has a Tesla. Recalling nearly all of its 2 million active vehicles in the US. Oh my god. Well, yeah, a Tesla is recalling nearly all of its 2 million active vehicles in the USA for the enhanced autopilot or the full self-driving features. Just a software thing, yeah. Like all types or a specific type of Tesla. I think all types of where they paid for the autopilot. Hey, what's up, Slam? How you doing? We've been testing out our new daggers here. So I just need one more upgrade for weapons and I'll be good. If I get the next Perpetual Reverie dagger, I'll get like an extra 20 damage. And we're going to be good. I had to allow that dumb fucks sit on the side seat and fall asleep drunk and run people over. Yeah. No regrets. Let's see, is there any finesse? Otherworldly essence, that's not what we need. Your weapon mission's 3% slower though. Hey, I resemble that. Sir, thank you. I'm excited because we're going to try again on Friday, Slam. Me and Pixel, and hopefully we're going to get Ominous in, one of the other guys, and we'll try again this Friday. I think everyone's going to be better off because beforehand I was the only, me and one other person was level 125. The Mission of Doom, yeah. We'll hit the first mission again because we just blazed through that, no problem. But the second mission we're going to try again. So instead of a late Saturday stream, we're going to have a late Friday stream. I think we'll be fine though, because like I said beforehand, I was the only 125 person. No one had better upgraded gear. No one had the spells. So it was pretty much just us bashing our face against the wall. What's your opinion on group tier 2 gear? I think it's fucking awesome. Dude, Ion, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for the follow, man. Long time no talk. What's your opinion on group tier 2 gear? I think it's really like, are you asking like if I think it's good? I think it's really good. I think it's a crazy DPS jump from the tier 2 raid gear of the last expansion. Because like this is a tier 2 group dagger. Is there lore for this expansion yet? Pretty much think of it as we're going to the afterlife for Nerathians, and we're basically just going to specific moments in time for people's memories. Like each of these zones are different places in time. Like this zone that we're in right now is an old version of Crescent Reach, Valhalla for Norath. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like this is an old version of Crescent Reach here. You know, like the skeleton tower in Crescent Reach, that's where this is. Oh shit. Because I'm already about to die here. Oh no, I'm gonna wipe the group. But basically, it's like specific zones in different places in time. I totally pulled the group. But yeah, Valhalla for Norath is really accurate, actually. Rip group. But yeah, the gear itself is really fucking good. Like I had tier 1 or tier 3 raid gear from the last expansion, and this group, like tier 2 group gear that I have, is already leaps and bounds better. It's actually kind of insane how much better it is. Like the tier 2 raid dagger I had beforehand was damage 320, and the tier 2 group gear is 443. And like the tier 1 raid gear, like the rogue dagger is going to be damage 550. Is this the expansion you hope for? If I had to pick between all the other possibilities, I would say absolutely. Considering all the other expansions had been clearly remasters of old zones, this is the first like fully new expansion we've gotten in like what, 10 years? The alternate persona stuff, this versus the rehashed expansion, it's way better. Do I wish that there was a little bit more? Yeah, because there's only 2 missions in it. But I think in place of that, we got alternate personas, which I think adds a whole new flavor to the game that we didn't have before. And is it buggy as hell? Absolutely. It's super buggy. But it's really cool. Our AP's working. So far I've had little to no issues. I think I've been lucky because I can switch to like my Beast Lord and not really have any issue whatsoever. I know some people have said there's been lots of bugs. Good idea in theory, but disappointed in practice. It definitely could have been more fleshed out. I looked over and you survived. I did survive. I'm just that good. Thank you. But yeah, to answer your original question, Richter, is the group tier 2 group gear is phenomenal, especially for melee characters. Yeah, the gear still goes in your bags. Like these are my spells and my gear here from my Beast Lord. So like I'll switch to my Beast Lord persona. It takes all that out, swaps places with my rogue gear. They need to fix that. Imagine having all classes and all their gear. It's going to be ridiculous because I like to level alts. So at some point, all of my bags are basically just going to be separate gear. Like realistically, the best way to solve it, in my opinion, would be to have each persona has its own bank. which I think would be nice, and then it just pulls the gear from the bank. But since they haven't put that in, and they haven't even really, I'm assuming they haven't even thought about it, but you're going to run out of space. And I mean, I've got like all 40 slot bags for the most part. I've got 3 bags full of illusions and clickies, one for like food and stuff like that, and no drop items. And I'm running out of space, and I only used 1 persona. That was disappointing, and not being able to swap wherever. Yeah, I know a lot of people were disappointed about not being able to swap wherever. You have to be fast campable, and you have to be in like a main city. So it's okay if you're a low level class, like Crescent Reach being decent as well, or Kelathan, or like G-Face, someplace like that. But a lot of people, I think, wanted to be able to swap anywhere. Why do you think they did that? Because I think people were going to abuse it, to be honest with you. I know you can already use clickies and items that you normally shouldn't be able to use. So I think people would find too many ways to abuse it. Exploits were possible. Yeah, it's way too possible. To give you an idea, Ion, like, there is this mask right here, this Jansville, that is normally usable by like level 110 characters plus. But since I have it on my character, I can switch to a persona that's level 1, and I can use this Jansville. So I can use this absolutely insane level 110 mask on a level 1 persona. And that's just one of the many things. Restricted swap in the asinine response to Oak Dupe turned me off playing EverQuest again. Yeah. Yeah, Slam. That's a real thing. I really don't like the response that they gave us. Oh shit. I think I'm attacking the wrong one. My bad. I really do think they had a really bad response to the whole dupe thing. Yeah, the plat dupe. I think they had a really, really bad response to that. And I'm surprised that there aren't more people who were kind of turned away. The fact that they said it was only like a 2.2% increase in platinum, but in Oakwind in particular, like Chrono went from 60,000 platinum to like 900,000. Kind of smart by the exploiters. I mean, I never blame exploiters for doing what the game allows them to do. But that's the thought process I've always had. If they allow it, 2 million for a couple of days. I know, Slam. I was just meaning what it came back down to. Yeah. But you're right, it was over 2 million. Wait until the holidays to do it. Yeah, I think that they had been told about the dupe like day 1, and they literally didn't do anything for a week. A new staff would be on vacation, yeah. Like, I knew a lot of people. A lot of people had told them about it beforehand. They were told a week before holidays and did squat, yeah. Because I know, like, the community manager basically was like, oh, hey, by the way, I've been on vacation. That this is a thing. Yeah, they knew long, long beforehand. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, I think that was her name that I saw that commented on it. And she was like, oh, it's just the basic response. It was approved before I was on vacation. But you meant the exploiters? No, like the exploiters knew about, well, the exploiters, of course, knew about it, but Daybreak was advised about it pretty much the same time that it happened, and they did nothing for a week. They were kind of screwed, yeah. It was a kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I really wish that they had just done like a rollback and a fix or something, but they obviously didn't know how to fix the problem. Sweet. I'm getting an essence that I can make a really, 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 really good two-handed weapon or one-handed weapon. Can't roll back a week, yeah. I meant that if they had tried it like a day, like maybe the day of, Hell yes, we got a really good item. If they had done it like the day of, it would have been fine. But since it was a week, yeah. They weren't screwed, they screwed themselves. True. As someone who didn't participate in it, but just watched the madness kind of happen, I think it was still kind of entertaining. Did it really mess with a lot of stuff? Absolutely. I think like the economy on Oakwind in particular is forever screwed. Because normally Chrono doesn't reach this level of platinum worth until like Depths of Dark Hollow. And they're there for Lucklin. So Oakwind is only affected by 0.2%. Like, hey, I'm not a mathematician. I am not a mathematician at all, but 2.2% or 0.2%, whatever, is a whole lot of different. That's very different from 60,000 to like 2 million. I just. What? I mean, I have an Oklahoma education here, but that seems just a little different. Yeah. It just tells me that clearly there's some information that I am not aware of. That's all I can say. Just to say it without completely bashing them, there's clearly just information that I am not aware of, that they have that I do not, which I'm just a gamer at this point. Imagine the plight of the poor Siren's Grotto form. The video, Ion, I'm assuming you watched the video that Zayd put out talking about this as well, and his like fed upness, because I watched it and it made me laugh the entire time. Yeah, yeah. It cracked me up the entire time because I'm not involved in any of this stuff. I'm just an EverQuest gamer, but it's funny to see and hear the perspective of like the hardcore gamer side of things. Those podcast drama vids, yeah, same. Left after a couple of days. Yep, those good old plat farmers, poor guys, put out of business, I tell you. Replaced by vendor platinum. Judging from Discord, that's the first time ever a server has seen them go away. And isn't it awesome? I guess you're right, Elemental. I guess you're right. It's just different exploit platinum. You're right, you're right, you're right. People asked Daybreak to do something about them. They did. Hey, it was just a very roundabout way, is an unexpected way. Daybreak works in mysterious ways. What's the highest PP vendor item? Dude, that's a good question. I don't know. The highest platinum vendored item. Because I feel like most of the raid loot and stuff these days just sells for basically nothing to vendors. So I want to say, yeah, Zayd would probably know. Yeah, he'd probably know. Why can I attack this? You can't hit them from here? Approx or approximate PP. Does any item vendor for 1,000,000 platinum? I doubt it. There's no way. This thing's in a weird spot. I can't hit it. Spells are like 2,000,000, I think. Rank 1s. Oh, today I learned. Stupid bugged mobs. Yep. Can I throw daggers at it? I sure can't. Don't quote me. I have not checked. That's a really good question, though. I have no idea, man. I can't tell you the last time that I've even, like, collected vendor loot to sell it. I mean, I would say diamonds and stuff like that is typically, like, the highest that you'll really get. But... So who knows? I wonder about your take on this. Ooh, go on. Oh, this dude's selling one of those. Oh, 3,000,000 each. Nah, I'll wait till they come down to 2,000,000. I want those. I can make one of these now. Asmongold's reacting to why WoW retail can't get new players. Why WoW retail can't get new players. He said WoW Classic is best because MMO players suck. I mean, dude, if you think about it like this, one of the most popular versions of EverQuest is Classic EverQuest. We want an easy game. I mean, Classic EverQuest isn't necessarily easy, but it's incredibly simple. I think there's a fine line between easy and simple, because like Classic EverQuest can be considered an easy game because it's simple, but it's also really difficult. You've seen what it's like for people playing on P99 and Quarm, I'm guessing. So I think it really just comes down to simplicity. If you do 6 add-ons to a raid, it's too much. I mean, yeah, like looking at Mythic WoW rating and stuff like that these days, it's ridiculous. It's more nostalgic, I think. You learn by trying. I think that's also true to a point as well, Elemental, but I really think that Asmon has a point by saying that WoW Classic in general and things like that, they're just so simple. That's why a lot of people want to go back to them. A lot of games like WoW Retail are so convoluted with a billion different things now that it's hard for a new player to want to get in. And I only know that because I talk to guys like my age, and like they'll talk about video games and they've never been like MMO players. And if you try to explain an MMO to them and you show them WoW Classic versus WoW Retail, like WoW Retail looks prettier, there's lots of stuff, but there's so much that I think it's overwhelming for like the common player. Hey, what's up, old boy? But I agree about the add-ons and stuff, Ion, that if you need add-ons and stuff to raid, that it's just too much. I hate the idea of having to use add-ons. If I have something that's like a horn screaming at me every 10 seconds for stepping in a pool of something, people play Classic because they want their childhood back, they relive the glory. That's also true. That's also true as well, David. It's a mixture of things. It's like probably a mixture of nostalgia and simplicity. And like the knowledge alone. I mean, I've got not 20 years of EverQuest experience because I haven't played it consistently the entire time, but I've got 20 altogether years worth of EverQuest knowledge. If I try to think of what, like applying that knowledge to another game, it's overwhelming to the point for me where I'd be like, nah, I'll just stick with EverQuest. But I've also played a lot of WoW. I've also played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. But I think a lot of WoW also losing its touch with people is not necessarily. Oh, let me stop in ruining the mez here. I think it also comes down to WoW doesn't look good to a lot of people. Sometimes I'll try other games and get frustrated. Yeah. World of Warcraft also has a very specific art style that I think a lot of newer people these days uh, don't like that art style at all. If you think about what the common kid is playing these days, it's like Fortnite or like Call of Duty shooters or like sports gaming. Also stress that you say you got 3 to 4 fail mechanics in a raid. Yeah, and what's funny, Ian, is I watch Asmongold a lot as well, and I'll agree with a lot of his stance on what's working against WoW at this point is like running back to bosses when you wipe. All the negatives, like all the fail mechanics. If you've got Joe Schmo who stood in the pool too long and just wiped the raid, it doesn't feel good. Yeah. Yep. Like my perspective, I don't have the time for that shit these days. I don't have the time to wipe on a raid over and over again. I can commit like one night a week to really full-time gaming for like 5 hours, but it doesn't feel good to wipe repeatedly over and over and over again. Yeah, Vox was simple, yeah. Like back in the day, like the hardest mechanic you had to worry about for a raid was Dispel and Fear. Definitely not complicated. But it's real though. I mean, it's very real. Like WoW retail these days, I just think a lot of people think it doesn't look good as well. I don't like the direction that they took the story in a lot of World of Warcraft. Also, that's what's kind of turned me away from that. How about that issue with EverQuest? I think EverQuest has more than anything time working against it. It's such an old game that if like I've talked to my friends about this who don't play EverQuest, it is a little bit too complicated, yes, but I think more than anything, it's time that's working against EverQuest. If you look at it from a gamer's perspective, even in a veteran MMO perspective, a lot of people probably don't want to give EverQuest a try because they're worried that if as soon as they get into it, they're going to stop following up on it. WoW declined because their player base aged out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same. Yeah, that's a real thing. Baby socks. Same issue on both. I think a lot of people expect a game like EverQuest to stop being produced and created and followed up on because it's like 24 years old and it's also got a lot smaller of a player base. The leveling needs a revamp. Yep. Yep. The leveling revamp. Well, number one, EverQuest needs the same treatment that WoW got. It needs a fat ass stat squish. It needs a massive stat squish. I mean, we're level 125 now. It's not nearly as bloated number wise as EverQuest 2, where people are hitting for the actual billions, but we need a level stat squish, we need a content stat squish, a number stat squish. Victicaster and like, how do I mem spells? Where do I get spells? Yeah. 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 That's a real thing, man. EverQuest is also pretty complicated these days. It's not as complicated as people think, especially at this level range. Like they really streamlined a lot of stuff. There's just so many buttons. Because that brings up alternate persona issue 3. How do you level when you need to do quests later on? Repeatable missions and repeatable quests, and basically what we're doing right here. Unfortunately, the way that they geared EverQuest from like level 95 on is meant for you to get bulks of EXP from doing artisans and first time mission run throughs. So you get like half a level and you get the rest of it from the tiny little quest and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Cody? So it's going to get progressively harder as you're leveling personas because you're going to get tired of the areas And you're going to be like, oh my god, look, we're going through Claws of Ishan again at level 115. Woo. But you're not going to get the massive EXP jumps that you would from like first time completion quest. Where do you get your skills and how to use them? You know, hot buttons or AAs. Yeah. The simple questions. Oh, stuff that's simple to us, but maybe not to new people. But yeah, Ion, as far as my perspective, since I've leveled so many alts from like 1 to 75, I'm not worried about that level range. But from like 100 to 120 and 125, it's going to be a drag, dude. It's going to be really rough, especially leveling personas, because I can't do the missions again. I can't do the collection quest. I can't do the achievements and stuff like that, because all those are character specific, not persona specific. So it's going to turn into basically just this. It's going to be old school version of EverQuest grinding, but this version of EverQuest was not meant to be like that. Is gearing 90 plus? Yeah, I mean, my biggest issue for a lot of people is if you're trying to play free to play, is where so many of the issues. Gear does matter a lot. It really does. But God forbid you're a free to play player, it's going to be really hard. But gear does really matter, like 85, even 80 plus. Hey, Elemental, what's up? It's difficult to obtain, yeah. It's difficult to obtain unless you swipe your credit card for the chrono. That's like the biggest thing. I think that's another reason why they were probably so keen about it, because they know that it's going to encourage a lot of people to spend money. You're just talking about FTP. Oh yeah, free to play, yeah. Outside of Plan of Health stuff. I mean, because there's ways to get the group gear and stuff like that, but I don't know if you notice or know how that works, Ion, but like group gear, level 105 plus, is substantially worse than anything raid level. One of like 8 to 9 accounts is yeah. Yeah. Because like if you compare like the level 10 group gear to the level 10 raid gear, it's a pretty big difference. Prize crafting, yep. Yep. It's really not. On servers like FV, Fear and a V, where everything is tradable, a lot of stuff becomes quite a bit easier to obtain. So I keep forgetting from a not like a no drop server perspective, it's going to be a different thing. Because from a free to play, not a free to play, but a free trade server, I'm so used to being able to like get gear and move it from character to character, and that's not the average person's perspective. EverQuest 2 has a solution. What's theirs? Because I definitely don't know enough about EverQuest 2 to comment. They have this box on the ground of the new expansion zone. Gives you a set of starter gear. Well, damn. That's more generous than anything they've ever done in this game. Is the trade. I hated the no trade items that was introduced later in the game. That's why I quit EverQuest originally, yeah. I mean, that's a really good idea, Ion. If they could just give you, like, a set of starter gear, that'd be nice. Gear isn't a hindrance. That's how it should be for this. I feel like they also do that for EverQuest 2, because EverQuest 2 has even a fraction of EverQuest 1's player base. And I don't mean that to bash EverQuest 2 at all, but it's a tiny fraction of EverQuest 1's player base. Yeah. Is this FF9? Let me see here. It says Village of Dali. Yep, you got it. So I feel like they do that stuff to be especially nice to EverQuest 2 because of this sheer lack of player numbers. Do you know the drama about EverQuest 2 recently? I do not. Like, the only servers I'm a part of that I see anything on is Zaid's server, and that's actually it. I'm not in any other server, so I don't follow. I had fun playing on my Quisitor in EverQuest 2. I had a lot of fun playing on EverQuest 2 at first. They had their own play dupe before EverQuest 1. Seriously? Why am I not surprised? The economy got wrecked on that TLP. That's a shame. The fact that it like happened on that. Oh my god. We're down for 2 weeks? See, that's basically that's something where I would expect to start to see like a refund or something, or like, I mean, you've got to get players. That's ridiculous. That's a game hindrance at that point. That's not okay. Like, I complain about having general chat issues in EverQuest 1, but that's ridiculous. That would be something where I'd be like, all right, let's refund my money for this game. I'm done. Then they released a mid-content expansion. What do you mean mid-content? Like mid-content quality, or like it's like content for like mid-level stuff? All the gear couldn't be equipped because it was locked to a later bruh. That's a classic daybreak glitch. That's perfect. Sorry. That's actually pretty epic level. So the server is dead. That's really, but even worse. Oh no. That's like, but wait, there's more. This is Varsoon, their only TLP server. But wait, there's more. Slam, same thought, buddy. Same thought process. Literally. It was their biggest populated server, the biggest moneymaker, and then it's dead now. How can you... That's a... I'm sorry, I really shouldn't laugh, but that's actually really... That's epic level mess up. I hadn't heard about that at all. Is this stuff that, like, from the EverQuest 2 forums or stuff like that? That's really good. There are things you can't help but laugh. I laugh at it because I don't play the game. I would be pissed. Just happened a month or two ago. If that happened on EverQuest 1, like, I'd just pack up the bags and I'd be done for a couple of months. I love this game so much. Like, I stream it 3 or 4 times a week, but I would still just be like, meh. That's... That's really good. Really, really good. You you only stream this game for the money and the chicks. You got it, pool boy. You know me, both those things right there. Just can't believe you can't run your most important server. Yeah. That's pretty epic. Yeah, pool boy. Like I said, you know me, the money and the chicks. I have 3 chrono left. I'm gonna use those on the 25 TLP maybe. Not sure I'll sub with a credit card again. They need to do better. Uh I mean, I use it for the like the adventure benefits and stuff like that. Those 3 perks, like the merchants, adventure, and whatever the other one is. I can't remember what it's called. But like for the extra bag space, the I think you get like extra platinum as well, like the currency for the loyalty vendor as well. You get more raid currency, I think, too. It's like it's clearly the most pay to win aspect of the game, but I get all 3 of those because it's like $5 extra a month. I'll have to learn to live without. I don't know if I could, man. The 2 extra bags alone, especially with the persona stuff that we've been talking about. I mean, I've already got basically a full dragon's horde at this point. I I don't know, man. That'd be hard to do without for sure. So we got our essence here of power. Let's see if we can make us a warrior or a big weapon here. What is it? You get 2 extra inventory slots for bags. Your DPS was legendary, reputation intact. See you around. We'll definitely group some more. 2 extra inventory slots for as a pay to play. No, not well. I guess pay to play. It's one of the perks. There's like a merchant's perk where it gives you 2 extra inventory slots. That's what I was talking about. Where are those items at? One of the drops that we got from one of those bosses we can use to make a tier 2 group item. I like the new de-leveling perk in Classic. Yes, the no de-leveling perk I've used, and it saved my ass numerous times. A lot of death touching raid mobs. Yup. Yeah, it's one of those extra perks. Ion. Not Ion, I'm sorry, Elemental. If you get all 3 of them, it's like $4.99 extra a month. What are those items called? I can't remember. Container. Let's see here. Gotta be some of those. Lucklanite. Can't remember what these containers are called for the items. Is it not perpetual? Yeah, Ion's a big time YouTuber here. I don't know if anybody here watches his YouTube content, but you should. Really good guy. Good content. Let me see here. EverQuest. Raid. Loot. Fading Memory, is that what it's called? Fading Memory. Okay, I think it is the Fading Memory stuff. Okay, Gallant Essence of Power. There, you're right. Thank you very much. Spear, War Sword. That's finesse. Damn it. Finesse. Great Sword. Power. Paladin, Shadow Knight. Here we go. We're gonna make the really, really, really big time two-hander here. Where is it? Damn it. It's the sword. Fading memory sounds like my brain. Same here, Cody. Same here, dude. There's the dagger. Great sword. That's what I was looking for. Here we go. I got a weapon for Pixel when I see him next. Hey, there we go. Pixel got an item for you. Nice. I didn't think we were going to get anything out of that group other than just EXP. So Air Garden was having more Xmas deals, so I got 2 more of them. I have wait, you got 2 more Arrow Gardens? Or like 2 more pods? Like the big gardens that are like $300? Bruh. Well, you're about to be making big time boy money, so you're gonna be fine, dude. You're gonna be A-okay. Got the bigger one and then a small one for 25 instead of 60. Oh, that's not bad at all. I thought you were talking like the multi-$100 machines. I was like, damn, dude. That's mid-size one. That's fair. Fair, fair, fair. Okay, well, that's gonna do it for the stream, guys. Couple hours. We got some new content and got some new expansion stuff, and maybe I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll see. What? I gotta sleep. Yeah, David, dude, thanks for stopping by, man. It was good to see you. It's been a while. So, Ion, I appreciate you guys. Richter, Slam, I appreciate everybody. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a good night, though. Yeah. I will see you all in the next one.